Hello, sir.
Thanks for taking a video.
In a short time, we are expecting to start our engines. On behalf of Turkish Airlines and entire crew, I wish you pleasant flight. Thank you.
Bırakırsan hayırlı kardeşim. We'll be pleased to help you during the entire flight. Wish you a pleasant flight.
Sabahtan beri yoldayız yani.